My name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. Today, I want to talk with you about maximizing your floor plans. A lot of times, people get floor plans and they're excited about them when they get started, and then they start getting a headache as it goes along. So, I want to try to help you get some strategies on how to use it properly. So floor plans are very powerful because they can unlock working capital to help you grow your inventory. It allows you to sell more money without tying up your own money while the cars are on the lot. And it also enables strategic purchasing from auctions and wholesalers. And it helps to support scalability when you use it in a smart way. So a lot of dealers think that floor plans are a necessary evil, but if you use them strategically, it can help become a growth engine. And your goal is to maximize your return on investment per vehicle while minimizing the interest cost. And it's not just about access to capital. You want to make sure you have control over what's going on. So you make sure that you have your smart inventory planning. So floor planning, you want to make sure you only floor plan what's going to sell within 30 to 45 days because I believe 90 days is when you have to pay off the vehicle plus all the interest, and you're definitely going to pay the most fees and interest if you keep it for the 90 days. So you want to make sure that you get rid of those cars within 30 to 45 days. And then you want to group your vehicles by expected turnover rate. So look at what's selling faster and try to get those vehicles. And build a sourcing plan based on the demand and aging reports. So I did a video a little while ago about reports that you can pull from your different dealer management services, as well as services that you can add on separately from your dealer management service. And that way you can see what the demand is in your whole area outside of your specific dealership. And then you also want to look at your specific dealership and see what is aging the most and keep track of that. Also, you want to avoid tying up capital in slow or high risk units. So if you have a vehicle that you thought was going to turn over quickly, see if it's feasible for you to go ahead and pay it out once it gets to 30 to 45 days. Again, you don't want to keep a vehicle on the floor plan for the full 90 days because you're going to pay the most interest for it. And you want to optimize your payoff. So you're supposed to pay off your vehicle when you purchase it within 48 hours. And I believe if you have financing, they give you a little more time to pay it off because they know that you have to get paid from the company that financed you. But my opinion is to go ahead and pay it off as soon as you sell the car. If you have the cash in the bank, just go ahead and sell it, pay it off because again, that interest continues to accrue whether that car is on the lot or not. Again, use same day funding, I just explained that. And build a weekly payoff habit to stay ahead. This could be beneficial as well. Like I said, look at the vehicles that are not selling as fast as you want them to. So if you haven't paid off some cars that week and that were on the floor plan, go ahead and see if you can take some of those cars off of the floor plan based on other sales that you have. Also, track maturity and curtailment schedules in a shared calendar. So for everybody in the lot or the management, you want to keep track of the amount of money that you're going to have to pay on certain days. That way you can keep track of the curtailments when it's going to come out of your account. And that way you can make decisions based off of that so that you can pay the least in curtailments and interest and all those fees. You want to monitor your floor plan costs. Track the total interest paid per vehicle. Include fees, audit, and curtailment costs in your analysis. Compare floor plan interest to profit margin per unit. and use this data to evaluate profitability, not just sales volume. So this is another thing that I covered in my auction video, because when you go to the auction, these are things that you want to keep in mind as well. If you're going to buy your cars on the floor plan, you want to make sure that whatever you bid for the car is going to make sense after paying all the interest and fees, in addition to repairs and things like that. So definitely make sure that you're keeping track of the whole picture and how the floor plan fits into your decision on whether to use it or not for each vehicle. And strengthen your vendor relationships. So you can negotiate more favorable floor plan terms with your rep. And it's definitely good to have a really good relationship with your rep, because they are looking out for you. Yes, they do want to make sure that the company is being treated fairly, because they can only do what they can do. But if you have a good relationship with your rep, then they can talk to the people to see how to better help you. So definitely keep things in good standing, make sure everything's paid off, you're very cooperative, communicative, you can get increases in your floor plan. Like I say, you can ask for seasonal line increases to match your busy months. Use competitive offers as leverage. So if you show a good positive payoff plan, it will be easier for your rep to go back and ask for your increases that you may need. You can get them temporarily, or it's possible that he can give you permanent increases because you're using your floor plan responsibly. And leverage technology and reporting. Use accounting software to sync inventory with floor plan liabilities. I am a fan of QuickBooks, but some dealer management service may have an accounting proponent that can help you still have good reports that you need to make these decisions. Reconcile your floor plan statements monthly. Use dashboards to track aged inventory and payoff schedules, and automate alerts for curtailment deadlines and expiring units. So this information is definitely going to be handy. Sometimes you specifically may not have time to look over things like this, but this is something that I definitely help with. I want to make sure that all my clients are maximizing their profits, and sometimes looking at reports every day is not going to be beneficial for you, but you want to have that information so that you can maximize that. Build a scalable system. Set internal rules for floor plan usage based on aging goals. Use a cash first strategy when possible on slower inventory. Review and refine your floor plan process every quarter, and delegate floor plan oversight to a designated team member with accountability. Again, the floor plan oversight, I can definitely help you out with that. But if you do want to keep that in-house, definitely have someone that is watching over that and keeping you up to date on when things are coming up due. And that way you can make decisions on whether you want to pay off cars or try to do something to get the sale for a vehicle or whatever. But you want to make sure that you have a full floor plan. And again, I would love to set an appointment with you to strategize and make sure that you can have profitable business. You can schedule your profit and cash flow analysis at angelaJowens.com/calendar. I would love to meet with you. If you haven't already, please download my ebook. It's angelaJowens.com/5 mistakes. I look forward to meeting you, and have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.